Greetings everybody, welcome back to Daddy DeGrand, the Granddaddy plays Curse of the Dead Gods. Interesting pistol because it has some cleansing going on. Interesting dagger for the same reason, same for the bow. And would you look at that, we actually get a lot of damage on those claws. And we haven't had a good run with them yet, so you know what? Let's do it. It's actually a pretty exciting set because we benefit from two stats that usually don't increase our damage all that much. So you know what? I'm going to try to make that work in our favor to the best of our abilities. There's two stat increase rooms in here and also some relic shops. So if the stars align, we should end up becoming pretty powerful in here right off the bat. He turned around in the last moment and I hate it. Got the parry there. And hello, my dear darling friends in here. Got the dodges there, and we got the kill there. I'm excited about this run. I usually am pretty mild in my emotions when it comes to these two weapons. The claws are they have been just introduced in this update, so they are fairly new. And a lot of people are very excited about them. Hey, extra damage for endurance, that's so cool. And I was sitting here in my chamber thinking, meh. But hey, maybe this is going to be the run to change my mind about it all. And you know what? That's actually a cool combo we can pull off. We can go for the claw charge attack, getting ourselves behind the enemy, and then finish him off with the dagger offhand attack. Now this is going to increase the damage on said dagger quite noticeably. So I take that. And now for the relic. The relic is probably going to be a very, very important part of this entire playthrough. There's not a lot of relics we end up really desiring in here. Like the usual gleaming sapphires, maybe some extra damage in the dark. Could end up being useful. But aside from that... Ooh, that was close! That was actually close. Aside from that, not that much. Extra damage against weakened enemies. Yeah, I think we can just take it. For the moment. Replacing it for healing is not quite what the doctor needs at the moment. After all. Now for you, witchy lady. There you go. Oh, get me out of here. Thank you very much. And now for you. Don't want to get hit by that, but I want to hit you an awful lot with that. Now, relic slot numero uno. Bad. Bad. Actually, the recall timer. You know what? Let's just take the recall timer. Before we go around spending all of our rerolls, not finding anything, let's just take the greed kill timer. And who knows, maybe it ends up being great for us. There's the Divine Pact, want to get rid of it. But at least that gave us back the rerolls we just spent for the most part. But yeah, we want to get rid of Divine Pact because I, for one, really enjoy having a full stacks of rerolls in here. Get me out of this. Ah, there you go. I have noticed that a few times in the past already, but is it just me or do those lurkers sometimes sound like a goddamn Yoshi? Like, go back to that one lurker dying. Rewind the video a few seconds back to the point where that lurker was dying. The moment he died, he made that sound Yoshi makes when he dies. That also greatest Yoshi impersonation ever, right? That was not there. It was not there, but try to be perceptive about those situations where one of those lurkers dies. It will happen again. I am very sure. There you go. So far, so good, so good. So far, all of these are bad. Crit damage. Here's the thing. If we rely on our offhand combo, at least to some degree, I think it's gonna be good. So you know what? Let's take it. Just take it. Be on our way. And as you can see, right now we are stacking off all on the endurance, on the perception, but we're not getting any endurance in here, even though the claws were actually what I really wanted to make work in here. I don't particularly mind, but it's also still kind of meme-worthy, isn't it? Ooh, that was good. Good stuff. Yeah, if we get that crit damage from the backstab on our dagger, it hurts. Okay, now we have 2 greed kill time limit increases. We don't need 2, so I'm gonna recycle this one for some cleansing. Ooh, got the dodges. Got them dodges down. Keep moving. Then we're gonna fight this clown over here. I don't understand what the rules are on when and how an enemy turns around. Like that. That witch, she immediately turned around right the moment I used my charge attack. And I feel like that's bad. Because that's not the point of using that charge attack in the first place, you know? You use it in order to get an advantage on your enemy. And I want to utilize that advantage. I want to exploit it. I mean, damn. All of these relics are bad, of course. This one is not too bad. But I actually would like to get some extra damage in here. But at the same time, you know what? Sure, take it. Because I hate curses. I'm going to take a huge chunk of my corruption just for that. But hey, I hate curses. Now, attributes. This is going to be, hopefully, a sizable damage increase for us. Here's me hoping. And Creeping Gloom is actually not a bad curse at all. On the contrary, it's a pretty good curse. What was my first curse again? Oh yeah, Divine Pact. That's the one we want to get rid of in a moment. These things are not active. So that's good. Oh, those statues in the backline though. I wager that they are active, right? Yeah, they are. Had a feeling they would be. There is a new set of claws. One that we have no business buying. And a new set of lurkers. They are actually gonna die in one combo like this, and I love to see it. I absolutely love to see it. Get me out of here. Thank you. Now, stat increase. Now we finally get some endurance in here, together with some dexterity, making our actual claws a bit stronger. And a weapon upgrade room. This one has some potential. This one does have some potential. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. Are weapon upgrades actually going to be our smartest decision to improve our damage? I think the answer to that is pretty layered. And I will explain to you why. Assume we go for a stat increase room, right? There is no way that we do not get at least a 50% damage increase on one of our weapons. And in the best case, we will actually get an even bigger one. Let's actually get this one here. So, for example, imagine we get stamina and perception, right? That's usually the worst combination you can see. That is still a 15% damage increase on both of my weapons. Imagine if we end up getting stamina and dexterity. That will be a 25% damage increase on my claws. That is pretty substantial if you think about it like that, right? I think it is. Oh my, I just died there. I like to see it. Ooh, you're taking quite a bit of damage over here, my dear darling friend. Got the dodges, and we are going to end you just like that. He never stood a chance. I actually still need to see his spear weapon, so I hope he's gonna drop it. He didn't, did he? Of course he didn't. Alright, fine, so be it. There's a new sword. I'm just going to recycle this one. Thank you very much for the offer, though. Actually, not a bad sword to pick up at this point, right? Because it would go pretty well with our dagger, but no. And extra crit damage. Gracefully accepted. Now. Like, this is only giving me 20% damage on one of my weapons. Technically, I don't think it's actually going to be the smart plan to go for those. We should focus more on getting good relics and stat increase. I mean, we do not get more stat increase out of that. Ah, fine, I'm gonna go for it regardless. But next time, I have to choose between getting a a stat increase room or a weapon upgrade room. I'm definitely gonna pick up the stat increase. For sure. But yeah, up until then, we're going to enjoy our current killing speed. Because our killing speed right now is actually pretty decent. If you look at it like that. Gotcha. Ooh. Kill him. We did not kill him. Nor him. Get the heal out. Thank you kindly. Finally. This is not good, so we keep on increasing. I think we keep on increasing our claws. Unless we see a very, very good passive for our dagger. I think that's going to be the smarter choice in here. Just because this one has a bit more overall damage potential going on. So far, so good so far. Next room, it's gonna be another weapon upgrade. We do not have any Gleaming Sapphire, so we can just spend our money left and right without any feeling of remorse. And that was lovely. That was lovely as hell. One charge deck enough for you. One charge deck enough for you. Not quite enough for you. But enough for... well, not quite enough for you either, I guess. But sure, so be it. Boom, baby. He turned, but not enough to escape my critical hit. Now that's a bad pass, so we keep on piling up the damage on our claws. You know, it's actually very, very enjoyable. Just the fact that we keep on getting that extra damage for all of those stats that usually will not do much for our damage. So far, it's working out rather nicely. Now, this we absolutely do not need. Haven't gotten hit all run so far. Let's try to keep that around for as long as possible. I'm gonna fight for the money in here, though. So we have enough to spend long term. Hey there, guys. Don't be shy. Ooh, one charge deck enough for you. One charge deck enough for you, too. Ooh! That was dangerous. That was a bit dangerous, but it ended up working out just fine. Absolutely splendid. Now, stat increase rooms. Would have loved to get 2 of them in a row, but sadly that wasn't in the cards. But so be it. And right after that, we're gonna go for that money room. Because there can be relics in there, and those relics could end up being rare. And if those end up being rare relics, maybe we get some stat increases out of them. And of course, money's always nice to have too. That shield. That's an interesting shield. Would actually work great with our run right now, but no. I'm gonna keep this meme alive a little longer. And look at that, we actually get endurance and perception in here. So both of our weapons getting 50% stronger. I think that is better than just getting 20% extra base damage on one weapon instead. Don't you agree? And that's just talking from the damage perspective, right? We of course also get that extra survivability in case we do end up getting hit. And extra money for the future. And would you look at that? That's 30% extra damage. Not 30, 18%, my mistake. 80% extra damage for our dagger. Pretty good, pretty okay. I'm actually kind of amazed that this run is coming together like this. I don't hate it, one bit. Ooh, you almost had me there, but not quite. We got the backstabs like crazy in here, and that is actually going to be 24% extra damage as well, so hell yeah, I'm gonna pick that up. Very, very nice. We want to crack through those walls there! I was actually thinking for a moment I was getting hit there, but I'm glad that we didn't. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. And in here we find knives. Throwing knives that we have no desire picking up. And over here is just some money lying around. And the damage... He outplayed me there! That guy actually outplayed me there for a moment. But yeah, the damage is keep getting stronger and stronger. We are now over 100 greed combo meters. So there's actually a ceiling we have reached in that regard. But that's okay. It's boss fight time, Roma time. Hey there. It was crazy. It was very, very awkward. Get me out of the bombs! No! God damn it. I hated that. I hated all of that, that's for sure. Oh, that's a bummer. Can't be helped. No free point of stamina. No flawless victory. Because that girl is no fun. No fun at all is what I tell you. But hey, can't help it. Can't be helped. We actually got quite a few hits of damage in this fight, but so be it. Now that's a huge chunk of stamina. That's actually 27% extra damage we get for that, so color me intrigued. Please do color me intrigued. I think we have outlived the usefulness for that one. And there's actually two of those. Okay, you know, I think this is probably the point where we have to make the decision to focus more on our claws, so let's replace this. Now we have a lot of stamina going on. Almost 30 points, which equals almost 90% extra damage. It's huge. It is actually very, very huge. Now, there's a path over here. That looks kind of promising, and that I will want to explore. Dancing flames I hate. With the passion of 1,000 burning suns. Dancing flames is not a good curse for us. But hey, so be it. So be it. Hey there. Yeah, our dagger now took a little bit of a hit because we let go of all of that huge greed combo goodness. But of course also because of the perception we just left on the floor. But it can't be helped. We just have to rebuild ourselves from scratch. Which we can do. And which I will do. There's extra perception, extra dexterity. What's good is that just as long as we keep those stat increases coming, our dagger will not fall off anytime soon, so that's nice. Hey there. Got you. Got you. And we're still able to one-shot those, which is very, very satisfying to me. Oh, you though. You mean trouble of the highest order, and I resent the notion. Ooh, I saw that one coming, and I hated it. Gotcha, baby. Slowly but steadily rebuilding our greed combo from scratch, which is huge. Now I said that I do want to get more stat increase rooms, but we're actually at a point in time where the relics offer stat increases that are big enough to actually match the stat increase rooms. You usually end up getting 8 to 10 points for a strong relic, right? And getting that on top of a good relic seems to be a pretty good deal to make at this point. It's probably also going to be cheaper. Hello there. And he took that fireball like a champ. And he took that knife into the back like a champ as well. Well, these guys mean trouble. Hate being in here with you, but I guess it can't be helped. 1, 2. I keep underestimating the speed on these guys, man. He almost had me quite a few times in there. Almost, but not quite. So, there's my set of enemies. All of them dying like it is nothing. Dodge through that. There's spikes there, right? That's what I thought. That's what I knew. Without even looking at that spot. Now, even more cleansing that we didn't even need in the first place. There's a crackable wall over here. That I'm pretty sure. Now, this is a problem. This is a problem indeed. Oh, it was close. The dodge on the dagger actually saved me there. Those guys, I think they were the only enemies in this temple that actually are completely unfazed by the prospect of standing on spikes. They're only getting hit by them if you or another enemy also steps on top of them. but they will never trigger them by themselves. And we had no ranged weapon going on in here, so we had to be a bit tricky, a bit smart about it all in that situation. Ooh, a lot of fireballs flying around me, which does not quite make me happy. But we got through it all. There's another set of claws, thanks for the healing. And now it's you jokers in here, huh? You gentle jokers in here. Never stood a chance. Good, got his goon. Now for you. Lovely. What I really like about this run is that, disregarding all the decisions we have made so far, or maybe even because of all the decisions we have made so far, the run is doing a great job at keeping both of our weapons relevant for the most part. I really enjoy that. Now, you know, the best weapon that we could have ended up getting, or rather the best relic that we could have ended up getting, would have been the crown. That one would have brought this entire run all the way to the maximum, but sadly it never showed. It's one of those again. We don't need it. We don't need lightning damage either. Fire damage dex. We don't need all of those either. Another set of huge critical damage though. You know what? That's good enough for me. And I think this one has outlived its usefulness as well. Didn't it? I think it did. Now, 10 points of dexterity. That's 20% extra damage for both of our weapons. And we are getting critical strikes on the somewhat regular. So that's also going to work in our favor. And I think I actually like my relics enough to go for another stat increase room for just some stable increases next time. I think I can absolutely take that. Hey there. Oh yeah, you feel those crits, man. You do feel those crits. Right about now. Ooh! Oh my god! He was about to switch gears in the last possible moment, and there are those fire traps that I was talking about earlier. Almost ending me. Almost. One slapping you, and you too. And we're done. Good. I want to get out of this room immediately. I already had enough out of it. We never saw a good passive on the dagger. I always kept checking, but it never came to pass, which is just sad, isn't it? If there would have been something like offhand combos always deal critical damage, or extra damage for stat X, any of the three stats at this point would have been great. Or extra damage against champion enemies, that would have been huge. But sadly, never came around. Good. Great! Stupid flame traps. There's another one up in there, I saw that. Ooh, you. We have to be so careful, because those have such a big leash range. But it actually worked out in my favor there. Oh, those traps are the worst when they are always active because of the curse. Okay. That's the job! I think. I panicked myself so hard there. It's crazy. It's actually another relic room for free, huh? I think we might just as well play it. And it's another huge crit damage increase. It's another humongous crit damage increase. Which item am I going to leave behind? Probably this one. Yeah, definitely. Another big onyx shard. Who would have thought? I know I didn't. But I do enjoy seeing it for sure. There's more of those. And you know what? I can crush them. And I will crush them. If I have to. Good. No way! Oh my god! He didn't do that! I must have mislooked there. No way! I have to check the recording and after this one. He did not do what I think he did there. If that guy did what I think he did there, and I'm pretty positive that he did do the doing. That's insane, but it's also absolutely disgusting. So I used my claw attack behind him as he was running off for an attack, and then he went for the backswing. Oh, that enemy is so full of bullshit. Also, more flamethrower traps, because that is fun to deal with. Ooh, renegades. I keep complaining about the Serpent Temple, but man, the renegades, they're still doing it for me on a regular basis. Let me tell you, they are the worst. They are freaking terrible. Oh well, get me through this. Get me through them. Can't be helped. Just have to rebuild my greed combo yet again. A little bit more. So we have at least a little bit of extra damage for the big boss fight. Renegades! Whoa! They did it again! You saw that? I just used my charge to get behind him and he immediately goes for that backswing. Oh my god, what an absolute scumbag. I have no words for that kind of behavior. I actually don't have any words for that. Crazy. Alright, boss fight time. We're still... I mean, just looking at the stats, right? We are looking absolutely splendid. Even though we tried to actually get a bit more stamina and perception here. We actually ended up with a humongous amount of dexterity in here, which I absolutely do enjoy. Got a good backstab there with my dagger. Good. Great. Oop. I don't really trust to use any more charge attacks right now. Okay, I was actually not sure if he was going to do a big backswing when I use my charge attack against him like that. Like that, he did it. But we're still fine here. Get me out. Good stuff. Good boy. Oh, get me out of here. He's gonna blow up. And the parry for the weakening. And another one. We're done. Oh man, the renegades. Can you believe them? The renegades and the second boss. I think those were the only instances where we ended up getting hit. But it's probably the renegades who end up being the nemesis of this run. They were crazy. They were absolutely crazy. But yeah, I actually enjoyed this run quite a bit. I feel like it was actually getting both of those weapons together that ended up making this run rather enjoyable. So, we will see. Next time we get those Warmonger Claws or the... what is it called again? Sacrificial Dagger. We are going to give him a good old college try one more time. But until then, guys, thanks for watching. I've been DeGrand, you have been awesome. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good time.